Hello everyone, it's Yoshka and welcome to another video on my channel. I know this is the second video I've uploaded today. I just had to have a special day that I can do 2 videos. So I'm now going to continue our second attempt of Trial of Champions. I realized that yesterday's video was quite long, and I think I should do 10-minute videos or 15-minute videos so that I might get more views, like another subscriber told me. So I really think that I've taken that into consideration. So I'm just going to do a 10 to 15 minute video today for part 2, and then the next day, tomorrow or the day after, I will do part 3. So anyways, let's get down to business. Previously we were on paragraph 272, and we haven't read the paragraph yet, so I'll just let you guys read it for a while. In the dark recess of the cave, you find a large skull which has been painted in gold. The eye sockets and nose holes have been sealed, as has the mouth. A section of the top of the skull has been cut off, replaced and painted over. If you wish to lift the top of the skull, turn to 205. If you want to leave the cave, turn to 150. We're going to lift the top of the skull. I know this leads to a bad idea, but trust me, this is going to be interesting. The instant you lift off the top of the skull, you are thrown by a blast of cold air. The air has a misty trail to it and begins to circle the cave at high speed. Suddenly, all the bones in the cave start to rattle. Some start to move across the floor and group together. They begin to rise off the floor and take the rough shape of a skeleton. You watch transfixed as a small whirlwind shoots inside the eye sockets of the skull. With horror, you realize that you have released the undead spirit of a bone devil. If you are wearing a medallion, turn to 63. If you're not wearing a medallion, turn to 384. Well, wait, I forgot to put medallion. Sorry guys, I forgot the one that we took from the Strider. Now, anyway, the equipment list says we have a medallion, so we'll go to 63. You are fortunate to be wearing a talisman which protects you against the mental attack of a bone devil, which paralyzes its opponent with fear at 1 luck point. That's great. Our luck is on 11. And now we're going to get to 12, which is restored to its initial value. Anyway, gripping your sword tightly, you step forward to fight your adversary. Bone devil, skill 10, stamina 8. Let me just write that down. Skill 10, stamina 8, bone devil. Okay, we have a battle on our hands here. He rolls a 7, that's 17. Sorry, that one. Sorry, where's the dice? You remember, I found the dice. It dropped off the floor. Anyways, let's roll again. We rolled an 8, that's 19. He's down to 6 now. I rolled a 6, that's 16, and a roll of 3 makes it 14. We've lost 2 stamina now. Not bad though, we're still on 10 stamina. This guy's at 6. He rolls a 4, that's 14, and we roll 11, that's 22. He's down to 4. And okay, let's do this. He rolls an 11, that's 21, and we roll an 11, that's 22. Wow, barely made it. He's at 2 stamina now. We roll a 7 for him, that's 17. And we get 9, that's 20. The bone devil is dead. Let's continue to paragraph 326. Yep, we find another important item. The bone devil's skeletal whole body is smashed to pieces by your onslaught, but its undead spirit rises out of the skull and disappears through the hole in the roof. You bend down and examine the broken fragments of the bone and suddenly notice a gold ring on one of the fingers of the bone devil's hand. You slip it off the cold bone and drop it into your pouch. There is no exit from the cave. There's no other exit from the cave, so you return to the tunnel. Now we have 3 gold rings. So we're going 150. The tunnel continues another 30 meters before turning sharply to the left. On rounding the corner, you see that there is another new branch in the right-hand wall. You are surprised to see a small humanoid suddenly pop its head out from the new branch. But when he sees you, he quickly retracts it. You collar and give chase. By the time you reach the corner, he is nowhere to be seen. You decide to walk quickly down the new branch of the tunnel in hope of seeing him again. Turn to 287. You soon reach a door in the left-hand wall of the tunnel. You listen at the door, but hear nothing. If you wish to open the door, to 256. If you rather keep walking, turn to 222. We're going to open the door. And it looks like there's a tiny creature over here. Wonder what this guy wants from us. The door opens into a narrow, gloomy corridor, at the end of which you see a stone plinth with a large glass door resting on top of it. 4 black candles are burning on each of the corners of the plinth, illuminating the dome with an eerie glow. As you approach, you see there is a tiny man trapped inside the dome, jumping up and down, trying to attract your attention. The man is no more than half a meter tall and is wearing tight-fitting black hose. You notice that his ears are pointed and that he has a wispy grey beard. He gestures you to lift the glass dome. If you decide to do as the man bids you, turn to 199. If you want to walk back down to the corridor to 222, we're going to walk back down the corridor. We're not going to trick by this guy. Maybe he's a thief, might rob us. I put another asterisk. This one is going to come in very handy, this item here. Further along the tunnel, you stumble upon a pile of rocks. Suddenly, you see something underneath the rocks catches the light and sparkles. Carefully, you remove some of the rocks until you can see what is hidden underneath. It's a broadsword, finely honed and perfectly balanced. If you wish to use it instead of your own sword, to 240. If you rather continue, to 7. We're going to take our sword. The sword is definitely going to come in handy. We're going to take the broadsword. And we're going to turn to 7 now. Wait, sorry, not 7, 240. The broadsword is an excellent weapon made by a famous armor. It is also magical. Cutting the mighty blade through the air, you continue your quest. You're at 7 now. You soon arrive at another door in the tunnel wall. The handle turns, but wooden boards have been nailed across the doorframe. If you wish to lever the boards with your sword, to 226. If you want to press on, turn to 45. We're going to lever the boards off. 236. Nails holding the boards in place make a loud creaking noise as you prise the boards away. Test your luck. If you're lucky, to 222. If you're unlucky, to 76. Well, we have a maximum luck of 12 and we rolled an 8. We are indeed lucky. Sorry guys if I may have pronounced the word board wrongly. I pronounced it as broad. Sorry guys. It's supposed to be boards. Okay. Now we're at 122. Despite all the noise you make, no creature of any kind comes to investigate. At last, the final board comes free and you are able to open the door. Turn to 13. Ugh, 2 skeletons over here. You pull the door open and walk into a small room which has not been entered for years. A thick layer of dust covers everything and cobwebs hang down like dirty old curtains. 2 skeletons, mouths hanging open, lie half submerged in the dust, propped up against the far wall. One of the skeletons is pointing at the other. Suddenly, the door slams shut behind you, and the pointy skeleton stops to speak. Brothers and sisters, have I none. But that man's father is my father's son. Who is he? Will you run for the door? Turn to 207. Reply he is his grandfather. Turn to 84. Reply that he is his father. Turn to 302. Reply that he is his son. Turn to 71. Well, if you just say that this guy is single, but then if you draw the family tree, you will see let me just not talk about the family tree yourself. You guys can try it out on your own self. But anyway, we're gonna reply that he's his son. So this is 371. Looks like we have answered correctly. You are a wise challenger. The voice from the skeleton says with the emotion. Your reward for passing this part of the test is in the drawer on the table. The skeleton's mouth remains open, but no more sound issues from it. You look around the dark room and soon find a small table with a drawer. Carefully, you slide the drawer open and find a small iron key inside. You drop it into the pouch on your belt and leave the room and continue along the tunnel. I'm going to write that down, iron key. And we're going to go to 45. It is not long before you arrive at yet another... Oh, sorry, I forgot to read. To let you guys read. It is not long before you arrive at yet another door in the left-hand tunnel wall. If you wish to open the door, turn to 235. If you want to keep walking, turn to 177. We're going to keep walking this time. The tunnel eventually ends at the T-junction. Looking both left and right, you see nothing interest apart from a door or some way down to your left. If you wish to go left, turn to 68. If you wish to go right, turn to 227. We're going to go left. You soon arrive at the doorway in the right-hand wall and are faced with a heavy iron door. You press your ear against the door and can just make out the sound of a woman's voice chanting. You may, if you wish to open the door, turn to 318. Otherwise, you can carry on down the tunnel to the 285, or go back along the other branch to the 287. We're going to open the door, and there's this woman. Looks a little bit ugly, does she? The iron door swings open and you enter an ornate room with a marble floor and rich furnishings, but your eyes immediately light on the decorative marble throne on which sits a woman dressed in lavish gown. But to your horror, you see that her face is almost a skeletal skull, with only remnants of dried skin hanging loosely from it. Her blood-red eyes fix on you, and then the Lich Queen starts to speak. Who is this foolish mortal who dares to enter my chamber? Have you the courage to wear my gauntlet of pain, or would you prefer that I kill you where you stand? If you agree to wear her gauntlet, turn to 212. If you want to attack the Lich Queen, turn to 263. But attacking her sounds like a terrible idea. So we're gonna wear a gauntlet, turn to 212. This picture is irrelevant for now. The hideous-looking woman reaches under the cushion she is sitting on and then tosses an iron gauntlet onto the floor. You bend down, pick it up, and slip it onto your right hand. Pain immediately grips through your hand and quickly spreads throughout your body. You feel as though you are being crushed by a giant vice, and you begin to scream in terror. Roll 3 dice. If the total is same or less than your skill, turn to 50. If it's greater, turn to 80. Let's do this. That's 2, 1, and 1. Oh my god, that's only a 4. Of course, we successfully win this. Turn to 15. With great courage and determination, your mind overcomes the illusion of pain. You drop exhausted to the floor when the pain eventually subsides from your body. But now you are mentally fatigued and drained of energy. Lose 3 stamina points. It's okay, we got 7 stamina left. You sit up and throw off the accursed gauntlet. The Lich Queen remains silent as she pulls a gold ring from her finger and throws it in front of you. You do not wait to question her motives. Grabbing the ring, you run out the room into the tunnel. If you wish to go right, turn to 285. If you rather go left past the junction, turn to 227. We're going to go left past the junction. But first, let me write down the gold ring. We've got 4 gold rings now. Okay, this will be our last paragraph. It's already 15 minutes. You soon arrive at the cave entrance in the left-hand wall of the tunnel. You peer inside, but it is too dark to see very far into the cave. Suddenly, you hear a high-pitched cry for help from deep within. If you wish to investigate, turn to 37. If you rather keep walking, turn to 397. Well, sorry about that. That was my phone. So, anyways, well, we're going to continue on the next episode. So, as always, thank you for watching, and do not forget and remember to like, subscribe, and share. And we will see you next in the next part as we go to paragraph 227 to decide whether to enter the cave to investigate this this high-pitched scream, or we're going to continue down the tunnel. So as always, thank you again, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.